Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Well, The Root posted this article by Kaylin Womack that wanted to shame Black people for dragging Telvin Osborne, who was murdered by his live-in girlfriend who happened to be white, because Telvin happened to have all these derogatory and negative things in his social media footprint regarding Black women, like he would rather F a dog than sleep with a Black woman and things like that, you know. So she says, shame, Black internet drags Black man allegedly killed by his white girlfriend, and for the pettiest reason. So after exposing Telvin Osborne's digital footprint, Black social media users didn't feel much remorse for him. The news of a Black man allegedly being slain by a white woman who turned out to be his girlfriend shocked many Black readers. However, when a few people did some digging into the victim's social media profile, they traded in their remorse for disgust. I'm disgusted by how he carried himself as well. And he had 4 children, and he was an influence on those children. So Lord knows what he was saying about Black people and Black women. Without Black women, there is no Black man. Without no Black man, there is no Black woman. It takes 2 of us to even exist as a race. There are no Black people with no Black men. There are no Black women with no... You get it. But anyway, this guy, he had a preference of being with someone who is non-Black, specifically white women. He had a worship complex. It sort of reminded me of that guy, Abum Selly. And I won't get too much in the article, but Burke County Sheriff's Office arrested Hannah for involuntary manslaughter on February 25th. The arrest and charges stem from a shooting incident. Investigators tell Fox 54 Cobb and her boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, were allegedly under the influence of alcohol when the two got into an argument. She told the police that they were out all night, and upon arriving home, she went to the master bedroom and checked her firearm, which she described as routine. The report says, however, with little details on how Cobb told the police that the firearm shot the bullet. So the firearm just decided he didn't like this N-word and decided to just shoot a bullet towards Osborne. No, she shot the bullet towards Osborne. The gun just doesn't go off by itself. She told the police the firearm shot a bullet towards Osborne, which struck him in the chest. So let's see. The 2 of you are out all night. Some men were probably looking at you. Some women were probably looking at him. There may have been a little jealousy going on, a little heated argument. People are drunk. And all of a sudden, when they get home, instead of her wanting to get in the bed, or maybe she has the munchies or something, she wants to go straight to go check her firearm. So the 2 of you are arguing, and you want to go check your firearm, and magically the firearm shoots a bullet at him that strikes him in his chest, and he dies. Oh my gosh. I hate when stuff like that happens. Usually the last thing on people's mind when they are drunk and get home from being out all night long is to go and check your firearm. But this is what she wants people to believe, because a lot of times these types of women, I'm not saying white women, but these types of women like her, it seems like they just lie and they expect for you to just go along with it when it makes no logical sense whatsoever. So anyway, she bust a cap off in this guy, and his cousin ran around on social media also trashing everyone because they are not hopping on this let's protest and march. And the way I look at it is the cops got it. The cops got it. We don't need to clap, protest, march, sing, cry, and all of this other stuff. So as far as this reporter here for The Root trying to shame black people, she can miss us with that. She's a black woman herself, or at least she looks black. Maybe she may claim that she's white, like this guy Telvin claimed that he was white. When you see me, see white, don't see black. What I really think is that sometimes people like this guy, apparently people are starting to dig up on social media that a lot of people in his family had this type of attitude where they just had disgust and disdain for black people, even though they themselves obviously are black. Including his mother, if I'm not mistaken. There's some people who found articles from different people in his family who were trashing black people. You have some of these people who want to interracial date. They want to bleach their bloodline out. They think that they are cursed by being born black. And so to make things right, they have to date interracially and bleach themselves out because they just hate being black so much. They think that if they take on the white racist mentality, that they somehow will become that, and they will become that vicariously through their children and grandchildren. Their children will be half black, then they will encourage their children to date, to marry white, and then their children will marry white, and then it's just totally erase that black in them. And that's what they want. That's what a lot of these, there are black families that are like that. They want to keep the light skin. They want to keep certain phenotypes in their family. But this guy right here, he reminds me of some of those black guys whose mothers hate black women. And they grow up with mothers that are jealous of other black women, that are always putting black women down. They don't want their sons to grow up and be with a black woman. They want biracial-looking grandchildren. And they pour in all of this self-hate into their sons. Look, this man lost his life. It is what it is. God has judged him, and he's where God wants him to be at this point. As far as the footprint he left in life and things that he's done, I'm sure there's some good things that he's done, but his family can't be too upset that he left this footprint out in the world. This is the mark that he left out in the world for the time that he was on this earth. This is the legacy that he left. So there's no need of backlashing at everyone else. He put this stuff out and people responded. It's just as simple as that. As far as black people nowadays, I think after the recent election, are very tempered, very controlled with their emotions and how quickly they respond and react and jump on board and caping for someone, because it always seems to blow up in our face and we never get anything in return. You have people like this guy who have such disdain for black people, especially the givers of the birthers of black people. And, everyone's supposed to do what? I mean, really, what is his cousin who's been on social media ranting, what does he want us to do? I mean, the cops got it. You get your family and all the Snow Bunny's families and peoples that to put pressure on police to charge her with more than what they charged her for, or whatever justice you guys think you need to seek. It doesn't need all of us to be involved. We all weren't involved when he was saying he would rather fuck a dog than a black woman. It wasn't all of us involved when he was saying all those hateful, derogatory things towards the birther of the black race. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's where God wants him to be. I'm not God, so I don't know where he is right now, but he's not on the playing field called Earth anymore. God has took him out of the game. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is